I would love for someone to come and ask me, why is GOLDMA better than any other cryptocurrency in the entire globe? Because it relates to the fundamentals of value and the historical precedents set by how gold is actually the store of value, the preferential store of value.
Hold on. Before we even why should we even care about gold? Why should we not just care about money? Because money, I can't use gold to buy bread. I can't use gold for, like, why should I even care about gold?
Okay, well, great question. Because money, as they call it, has been deemed as some type of currency wherever you are. It's a currency that represents value, because that's what money is. It's some item that represents value. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if that item that you hold stores value for you, you want it to store value over time.
Okay.
So that if you save $1 today, tomorrow you want that dollar to be able to buy you that same loaf of bread. You don't want to wake up tomorrow and that dollar that you have no longer affords you the ability to purchase that bread.
Yes.
Now in Zimbabwe, that has happened before. Has it not?
That's true.
It's happened in Argentina. It's happened in Greece. It's happened throughout the history of time, whereas you will wake up one day and that unit of measurement that stores your value no longer buys what it used to buy. And since 1971, the US dollar buys less and less and less because it no longer stores value the same way. So this is why a person who is wise and smart wants to get involved in gold, because gold, over the history of time, the value has increased. If you bought gold in 2001, like I did, my money's increased. When I bought my mom a bag of gold, and she has also American Eagles that I bought her from online, I bought that at a very cheap price, much less than it is now, 3 times as less. Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of this conversation, I bought it at $300 per ounce.
Okay.
Okay, that's now it's worth 3-4 times that. Definitely at least 3 times that. Okay. Now I've stored my value. Now what if that dollar that I saved and I gave my mama that money and she put it in the bank, that same $300, that $300 would not be $300 in that bank.
That's true.
That's a true statement. No one can argue that. But she can go take that $300 that I spent on that American Eagle and go and cash that, and it will be well over $300 that she gets back.
So why not just sell me gold then? Sell me gold, not your token.
Well, the reason is, if you buy gold, then you don't get the benefit of a royalty every quarter.
Okay.
The royalty from the gold mine.
Okay.
So it's a huge benefit that not only do you store the value of the money that you've invested into the actual cryptocurrency, you actually get a return every quarter, so that now you benefit, and now you can actually buy more GOLDMA to get an even bigger return and store even more value. And then also the value of what happens with gold over time. Gold increases in value, right? With everything happening with North Korea, Syria, Russia, all this that's happening, this is causing more uncertainty. And also all of these different fiat currencies, their debt levels are going up.
That's true.
The American debt right now is in the trillions, okay? And it won't ever get paid down in my lifetime, maybe not even in my children's lifetime. So I'm thinking to myself, I need to put my money in a place where it's going to work for me so that I can limit the amount of time that I'm working for it.
Yeah, but what about people who say that, okay, I understand all that, but there's still risk. Exchanges are getting hacked every day. People are being just having money vanish from their wallets. Should I really invest in this crypto thing?
Well, that's the reason why we got on the Waves platform,
Okay.
a decentralized platform that gives you a higher level of security, unlike these other centralized platforms that have been hacked. Very easy answer on that. It has not have that issue of being hacked. It doesn't have that precedence in terms of a decentralized exchange. You keep your wallet there, you're safe. And your dividends come right there to your wallet. Nice and easy. And if you need to send it somewhere else, you can send it somewhere else and do your trades. You can trade there on the Waves DEX. You can send it somewhere else where maybe you want to send it on Binance. You trade it, let's just say you got Ether, right? You hold in your GOLDMA, and I got Ether in my Waves wallet. But Waves DEX is not trading the way I want. Let me send my Ether to Binance. Or let me send it to Coinbase. I can trade it there. I'm good. I'm up. I made money. That's what I'm talking about. And now people need to begin to think beyond their current ignorant positions. Or if they're not ignorant, then you should be moving towards GOLDMA.
Okay.
That's
So
what
are you
should be.
saying because this token is gold backed, it's not as volatile as your Bitcoin and Ether?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that with it being backed by the production, the work at the gold mine,
Yes.
irrespective of it being volatile, you are getting a royalty every quarter, irrespective of the volatility. Okay?
Okay.
It's volatile. The markets are volatile. Period. That's what may or may not happen.
That's true. True.
But volatility also means it's one way or the other. It can go
That's true.
down,
Or
volatile, or it can go up.
extremely,
All right? Now, let's reason a little bit. There's a finite number of Bitcoin, and people are mining it every day. Mining it. Now, the more you mine something, the more is removed from the marketplace. There's a limited and finite amount. So if you remove, the more you remove, the more scarcity there is.
That's true.
Scarcity does what to a particular item? It makes the price goes up.
Goes up.
Okay? What does that do to people who are mining it? I want to mine more because guess what? I want a bigger return on my mining. I want to be involved because, hey, that Bitcoin is expensive now. Let me get part of that right there. The value would go up. There's only a limited amount of GMA tokens.
Okay.
And now the more people buy, it's going to limit the amount of people who will actually get to participate in royalties. But people will want to do that. The moment that is proven, someone says, wait a minute, hey, I actually got a payout. Whoa. Who's doing that? Who's actually saying, put some money over here and now you're going to get a payout every quarter?
Nobody that we know. Okay, speaking about scrutiny and accountability,
Okay, come on.
how are you going to provide accountability? Like, how will people actually know, like, okay, this is what was produced versus what my royalty is? Like, how can they verify?
Well, one of the things that we're going to do is we're actually going to publish our returns. Every time we turn in our gold, it will be published with a receipt. It'll be published through all of our media, through Medium, through our blogs, through our Telegram group. People will be able to see the actual receipts that's actually happening on the web. At the mine.
You're gonna bring the receipts?
I'm going to bring the receipts, baby. I'm going to put the receipts on the web. I'll scan them in and like, look, that's the receipt. That's what we made. Now here's our deductions.
Can they verify that at Fidelity or?
I doubt Fidelity would do that. I doubt that. However, they can look at our accounting and verify it with our accounting. We'll produce all of our accounting every month and every quarter so that everything tallies up and it all fits. So we're not making up any type of charges or that we're having, these new type of expenses that were not there before. You can look at the expenses and we'll show what these expenses are and how they relate to the mine. To me, that's big. And we will have accountants that look over it, what our bookkeeper is doing. And then we'll have auditors to look over what the accountants and the bookkeeper is doing. And then on top of that, I'm going to scrutinize it to make sure that we're having a net profit. We need a net profit because I want to be able to increase the value of the GMA token so that we can give benefits to our token holders. If they don't get benefits, no one is going to be interested in holding a GMA token. So that's my interest, is to build the value of the GMA token.
Mm-hmm. Well, to kind of sum it all up, they say necessity is the mother of invention.
Okay.
So, in a nutshell, what is the need? Like, how big is the need for GOLDMA or the GMA token?
It's huge. It's bigger than I could possibly.
Or how necessary is it, rather?
Well, it's extremely necessary also. Look at the condition that we are currently facing here in Zimbabwe. The condition is a condition of hope with the fact that the GOLDMA token is here. Mm-hmm. Now we have a means and a platform to demonstrate to investors, this is how you can invest in a value-based resource. Based in value already, because it's gold. That's value. Okay? It's not based on market adoption. It's not saying, hey, invest in my protocol and we pray to God that people use my protocol because this protocol is better than all other protocols out there. And I got to compete with all the other protocols and hope that my marketing is good enough and that I can convince other people to adopt my protocol because my protocol works faster and it works better. And because I made a protocol before that no one else is going to make a protocol better than mine. Well, come on, man. Come on. Has there been a better store of value than gold over the history of time?
No.
No. But
no, sir.
Has there been other social media platforms or protocols that existed prior to a protocol that happened back in 1999, back in 2000, back in 2001? The protocols have continued to increase. There's more protocols we can shake a stick at. And they keep getting better and better and better. What happened to MySpace? What happened to them?
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Tell me what happened to it. A better social media platform came along. And what happened to Yahoo? Remember Yahoo used to be?
Hey, I still use Yahoo. Don't please. Don't.
They don't run the show no anymore.
I'm kidding.
They don't run the show anymore at all.
It's like Yahoo?
Yahoo? Right, exactly. Google is running the game right now, okay?
Yeah.
But before you even say that, you don't even remember who was the biggest online store before Amazon. You don't even remember their name.
I don't even know,
Come
actually.
on now. You see now? Come on.
There was a store before.
It was an online
platform?
Come on, man. Come on. Plenty. It's been, that's what I mean. But back in the day of Julius Caesar, okay, gold was running things.
It's true.
All right.
Being pretty consistent.
Come on now.
In its value. But I have to ask you this. Since we are trying to help, well, of course, Zimbabweans, Africans, and the world.
Come on,
the globe.
world. There you go.
There are some people who may not be tech savvy or they don't know anything about cryptocurrency. How can they also be included? Because somebody may say, hey, I want to invest my money and I know that this thing is growing, but I don't know how to invest. Is there a way that GOLDMA is going to assist people who are not crypto tech savvy?
Very easy. You can go to GOLDMA.io, scroll down to the bottom. You can look on the bottom right-hand corner. Just look on the bottom right-hand corner. There's a Telegram group. Click on that group. Join the Telegram group, and you can ask someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to walk you through the process. Someone will be happy to walk you through the entire process, explain it to you. They'll even give you YouTube videos to give you a guide on how to do it so that you can leave your ignorance behind and move towards
You calling me ignorant?
No, but I'm just saying the world is full of two type of people: the ignorant and those who are benefiting from the ignorant.
Wow.
That's bottom line right there, okay?
Okay, then.
I'm telling you the absolute truth when I tell you that. It's two type of people: the ignorant and those who benefit from
their ignorance. Okay.
All right? Now, you can look at a tree and tell what type of tree it is based on what? The fruit that it bears. When you begin to remove yourself from a cycle of ignorance, you will begin to see and look back over a period of time like, whoa, I used to be this way. Why was I in Ozark, Alabama on a dirt road in a small little wooden house with a tin roof over it, sleeping in the kitchen with my little brother in the same bed? Why? Because I was in bondage. I lived through that bondage. Bondage of what? Bondage of ignorance. Because my parents were getting information that kept them in bondage. They didn't get the truth.
Okay, so what you're saying is investing in GOLDMA how does it free someone from that bondage? If it's financial bond, I don't know. How is the GMA token going to free someone? Okay.
Prime example. Since 1971, the dollar's value has lost close to 98% of its value.
Wow.
Yet you are in a habit of doing what? Getting dollars.
That's true.
Or getting some other currency out there. That's your whole goal.
Mainly dollars, really. Yeah.
But the world reserve currency is the dollar.
Yeah.
So what you aim at, you working for currency. You're not taking your work and now saying, I'm going to put it into gold so that my value is maintained and it's increasing over time. The majority of people don't do that. If they did, the price of gold would be crazy.
That's true.
Okay, so the majority of the world is attaching themselves to a value that is to a item or currency that's losing. It's experiencing deflation. It's basically losing value over time. That's what the majority of people are doing, and they do that month after month after month without taking even $5 and putting it towards something that will hold value.
Yeah.
They're not even doing that. You know what they're doing? They're spending all their money, every red cent of their money, and they no longer have a plan to say, I'm gonna take $2 and put it here. And then this next month I'm gonna put $2 here and $2 here. They're not doing that. If they were doing that, the majority of people. Now, the reason why, to answer your question, to me, when you're trapped in a cycle that is taking away value from you over and over and over and over again, that's bondage.
So is that why cryptocurrency and, of course, the GMA token, it has really not been received well because it is attempting to liberate people from that bondage that you mentioned earlier?
Of course. People don't propagate all the things that are healthy for you.
That's
McDonald's
true.
is propagated much more than healthy foods. What is on the level? What franchise is on the level of McDonald's?
Not anything healthy.
Come on, not
Certainly
anything healthy. No. Chocolate is more it's way more popular than asparagus.
It's true, but there's healthy chocolate. I mean, there's some healthy chocolate
But
out there.
it's a cycle. And this is deep when I'm about to go now. Okay, this is real deep. People are playing on your taste buds, your proclivities, your nature, and they're exploiting the attributes of your nature every day. We are trapped, most of the time we're trapped by our taste buds. Okay? And people will exploit that. Or they're exploiting your sexual nature.
Oh, Lord.
Come on now, I'm just telling you the truth. So they propagate these images to exploit those things that you are subject to as a human.
Yeah, like the whole thing about having women in bikinis washing cars.
Come on. They
Okay,
exploited
never mind.
it. The whole thing of them twerking. What's the use of twerking?
Oh my God.
How much money you make from twerking?
A lot.
You make a lot of money?
People are making a lot of
All
money.
right, dude. All right. Okay.
Well, they're not making gold. Let me say that. They're making, paper. Money.
So if someone was wise and they want to get out of bondage, because bondage means that you are losing value over time. Because nobody is sitting in prison gaining value over time. Okay?
That's true.
When you are free, you have time. Okay? Your own time as you choose to spend it when you're free.
If you ever get free.
If you ever get free. But if you are in the rat race, that means that you get paid to do what you do. They give you a currency that is losing value over time. So you got to come back to work to get some more currency. So you can pay your rent, pay your bills, have something to eat, have a little bit of entertainment, and you're back to work. But in that, you need to be able to chip away at that wall so you can escape. So you chip a little bit, chip a little bit at the wall, chip a little bit. And I'm using that as a representation of you need to chip a little bit back into gold. Some kind of way where you holding, so now this is my escape route. Got to make an escape route out of here. Because we all born in the rat race. We're all born in bondage. Unless you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth. And you were born, you was free, but I wasn't there. I didn't.
That's true. Well, everybody has some kind of bondage they need to be liberated from.
Exactly.
So
that's what I mean by GOLDMA gives you at least a means by which you can plan and organize yourself to save some value over time. And then actually earn value. So now you are able to actually make something. make a way to escape out of this bondage of ignorance, or this bondage people have, we call debt slavery. Go look that up. Debt slavery. People got you in debt every month to pay your rent, pay your mortgage.
I know that debt is really
it's slavery.
It's slavery.
It's the modern slavery now. Hello, this is Rutendo Jenkins with GOLDMA.io. Thanks for watching the GOLDMA channel. If you like this video, click the like button below. And if you want to stay up to date, click the subscribe button. Also the notification bell, just in case you want to know exactly when we update one of our videos. If you have an opinion or statement, question either, leave it below.